So I know it's been a while since I gave you guys an update with my journey with the Pixel 4 XL. And that's mainly due to the fact that my opinion on it since my last video honestly hasn't changed. Build quality is still fantastic. Phone still runs super smooth despite being almost 3 years old. The battery life is solid, but obviously not great. And the video performance definitely needs an improvement, which they've already kind of improved with the 5. And we're hearing rumors that they're gonna improve it even further with the 6 Pro later this year. But the camera, again, the camera is just something that I continue to come back to when it comes to the Pixel 4 XL. Because in all honesty, I still think that this is one of, if not the best smartphone shooters that you can buy in 2021. But before we get into the showcase, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, this is Ike'sTechTalk, where we cover the latest in tech news, reviews, and discussions. If that's something that you're interested in, do yourself a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So today was my girlfriend's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. I love you so much. And we decided to go ahead and take a trip out to St. Augustine, which is pretty much the most historic town here in Florida. So we decided to take a trip there just to spend some time there for the day. And I decided to just pick up the Pixel and leave all my other phones here. I only took the Pixel 4 XL and my Sony ZV-1 for any video shots, because obviously I'm not expecting this camera to do anything for me in regards to video, but it held up stunningly. Now, instead of going over about 50, 60, 70 photos with you guys that I took over the course of the entire day, I've narrowed it down to just about 4 that really show why this camera stands on its own as, like I said, one of, if not the best point and shoot cameras that you can buy currently. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these up on my iPad, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk through these pictures with you guys to tell you exactly why I like each photo and the things that I like specifically about each photo. So that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and roll into the first photo. So here for the first photo, I couldn't do any type of Pixel photo showcase without showing a portrait mode photo. Now, I wanted to try something that was really small because I know that the Pixel doesn't have any real type of macro lens or lens that enables it to really see super small detail. A lot of the photos that I see when people show portraits are like of people and just overall super still bigger objects, which in my opinion, it's a lot easier for Google to kind of tune their AI to nail those specific shots versus something a lot smaller with a ton of detail. And I feel like this picture flat out shows that 110%. So these coins, as you can see in my hand, are really small. And it has a ton of detail, and here in the Pixel shot, you can see not only did it blur out everything 100% on point, the cutout is fantastic, there's no type of blurry edges or anything like that. My hand is even still in focus with me holding it. You don't lose any detail whatsoever in the coin itself. You can make out the exact symbols, the cross in the middle. Like I said, this picture is just super on point, and I expect nothing less when it comes to portrait mode on a Pixel. Now, in this next photo, you may try to call me out or say I'm definitely weird for picking this one, an example, but I gotta give you a little bit of context so you understand where I'm coming from in choosing this particular picture. So where we went in St. Augustine is a place called the Fountain of Youth. There's a planetarium and a couple of different shows that you can actually see. Now, if you've ever been in a planetarium, you know it's 100% pitch black dark. You literally cannot see your hand in front of your face whatsoever. Now, the light that I'm showing here, where you can actually make out the animals and the different stars in the sky, it does seem a lot more illuminated than it actually was. This was a super dim, dark photo, and I wasn't expecting the Pixel to be able to pull out so much detail in this photo. It was truly fantastic. My girlfriend, she actually tried to take a photo with her Note 9 of the exact same thing. I wish she would have kept it so I could show you guys the comparison, but in all honesty, it was a complete and utter slaughter. The Pixel utterly destroyed it when it came to this particular photo. Like I said, I was not expecting it to be able to grab this much detail on a sensor that small, that's approximately about 3, almost 4 years old at this point. So Pixel did a fantastic job with this one as well. Moving right along, this is a photo I took of a peacock. At the Fountain of Youth, they have kind of wild peacocks just walking around throughout the entire park. And this one I wanted to grab and kind of highlight, mainly because if you've ever seen a peacock up close in real life, there's a ton of detail in their feathers. And this is one where I feel like the Pixel really nailed even the most minute of detail. If you look closely, you can even see the individual strands of feathers in the peacock's tail. I really wish I could have gotten one with the peacock's tail kind of sprouted out, but obviously they didn't want to cooperate as we were there watching them. But like I said, this photo just shows a ton of detail. And me personally, I'm a sucker for great detail and crisp, sharp images. And like I said, this picture here, Pixel absolutely nailed it in the detail department. Now this last photo I'm gonna show you guys is one super special. So not only is this photo super clear where you can see the globe, but I gotta give you guys some context for this one as well. So for this particular photo, as you can see from all the shadows, the only light in the room was from the actual globe that was in the room. So again, another pitch black dark scene. Now, the biggest difference between this photo and the photo of the planetarium that I showed you guys a couple photos back, this photo was shot without night sight. This is 100% no night mode, straight from the normal camera mode on the Pixel 4 XL. Now, this photo is already great. You can see the individual little stars in the background behind the globe. Like I said, super fantastic shot. Really great. Everything on the globe is 100% in focus. It's super clear, ton of detail there. But what makes this photo even better is the fact that this is actually the 2x zoom photo of this particular scene. I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like zoomed out. And in my opinion, the zoomed in photo, which is the 2x telephoto that the Pixel 4 XL has, actually looks better. And now we already know that the telephoto lens on the Pixel 4 XL is not as good as the main lens. So just the fact that this photo came out as crisp as it did really made it stand out. And this photo is 100% my favorite that I took all day, and it really flexes and shows Google software prowess. As remember, they're using 3 to 4 year old hardware, and they're still able to pull off photos like this, where I can honestly say in this particular setting, I don't know if I would have been able to capture the same image, like with the same quality and detail, with any other smartphone that I own right now. So like I said, guys, thumbs up to Google. This photo absolutely nailed it. I posted it on my Twitter. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I have no idea what you're doing. I'll link it down in the description below so you guys can go ahead and follow me on there. But like I said, guys, this photo was overall just amazing. I was super impressed. I even had my girlfriend, you know, she's not really techie or anything like that. She was even really impressed with this photo, and she did ask me to send it to her, so I did. But that's gonna do it for all the photos, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the photo showcase. Now, I know it may seem like I only picked photos that the Pixel did really well at, but keep in mind, when I'm using the Pixel 4 XL, there's next to no scenes that I try to capture where the phone actually struggles. Every photo that I took today came out in some form of good, whether it was dim to low light, whether I was zooming with the super res zoom and the 2x telephoto lens, or whether I just had to kind of step back to get a little bit more in frame. The only changes I would love this camera to have or to see with the next model is obviously just gonna be that more variety. I would love to see an ultra wide and a telephoto on the same camera. That way you just get a little bit more versatility with your shots, and you don't have to essentially zoom or go wider with your feet. But with that being said, guys, leave me a comment section down below and let me know, do you own a Pixel? And if you do, is it your favorite phone to take photos with? If it's not, let me know what phone is. Can't wait to discuss this with you guys down in the comment section below. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much as always for watching. This is Ike's Tech Talk. Have a great day. Peace out.